Is it on yet?
Yeah, it's on.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be trying out new horses for my stables, my private stables, not my student stables, and we're just going to see how it goes. I'm looking for a horse which is a venter and preferably 16'2"-ish, around that height. We want it to be quite big. I'm not looking for another project horse. I've already got a project horse which is Bear. I'm just looking for someone who's easygoing and goes with the flow and knows what to do. So let's get straight on with our first horse. Welcome to Oakwood Field Equestrian, a yard full of possibilities and lots of hope. This is Millie, a lovely young cob who is ready for a new home. She's been homed by a 10-year-old girl who's had her since she was 5. As you can see, she was loving pink. When I first looked at her, she was a lot fatter and plumper than in her pictures. I saw her resting her back leg, so that sort of gave me an indication that she was lame. She was quite chunky, which did give a hint that maybe she wasn't the best and would take a bit more of a project, but we had a look at her. She is 14'2", she's a quite big horse, but the girl who owns her is pretty tall. I then hopped on, and for some reason the owners were very persistent on doing flat work and wouldn't allow me to jump, which is fine, but it'd be nice to see what she can do, as I'm looking for an adventure and not another flat work horse. As you can see here, she's quite forwards, not especially giving it her all, but she is trying her best. She's obviously had a long life and just taking it step by step for this young girl. After a little walk around, we went up into the trot, and as you can see here, her back leg was dropping, which was indicating to me that she was lame. This was the same leg she was resting in the stall earlier. So I think that they're not allowing me to jump because she is lame. And I feel really bad for her. I did not want to ride her, but the owners were being very persistent on what they wanted me to do. As you can see, her lip was shaking a lot. She was chattering her mouth, which is not the sign of a very amazing, healthy horse. And then went up into a canter, and again she was lame, and I could tell because I could just feel it in her gait. I knew my husband was filming me, and he knew that it just wasn't going to work out for us. She was also reaching to the end of the bit, really tugging on the reins. But over all of that, I had to have a think about her. She's a really lovely horse, but she is lame, and she would come to me with loads of vet bills and everything, which is probably why they're selling her. We'll have to have a think about her. She is a lovely horse and is willing to take it on. I'm willing to take her on later into my life as a project horse, but right now that's really not what I need. Once Bear is settled and has been sold, that's when I'll start looking for a new project horse. This is Izzy's livery services set in the Middle East countryside, a small barn ready for great potential of horses. Sadly, this barn is closing down, so this horse is in need of rescuing to be moved. Otherwise, she'll be going straight to auction and maybe sold for her meat. She is looking in really good condition and is really healthy, and I don't know why anyone wouldn't want her. She is stunning, and unfortunately the owner just can't keep her anywhere else. This lovely place is a great place and was nice and cheap for her, but unfortunately it's just too expensive everywhere else. This is Coco, a lovely gelding who is 15'2" and is quite young. Again, I'm not looking for a project horse, but this pony is amazing. So this time they did actually allow us to do jumping, which was really good because I'm looking for an adventure, as I said at the beginning of the video. and I'm not looking for a horse who I can't jump like Millie. So when I first went up into trot, I thought she was very forwards. She really didn't need any contact at all with her. And to be honest, he was just going, he knew what to do, he knew how to do it. Then we went to canter, and oh my goodness, it's the smoothest canter I've ever had. Out of all of my horses, this would definitely be the smoothest canter. So let's get straight on to the jumps. So the first jump we did was this brick wall, as it was nice and low, and as you can see, she sort of bounced over it, and that isn't the best, but I'm pretty sure it's just because she wasn't very sure, and I don't think she's been jumped in a little while. We then went over a few more, and as you can see, she has absolutely perfect jumping technique.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.
After we did that jumping, we went through cool down, and this is what I think about him. He is a lovely boy, and unfortunately he has been raised to 40k, which is nowhere near in our budget, but we know he would definitely be worth this. We are still a bit unsure, and we will have to do a bit of thinking, and I'll let you know more about him once I find out. Welcome to Littleborough Equine. This is a wonderful place full of lots of hope. Our last horse of the week is Murray. Murray is a lovely horse, a massive chestnut Hanoverian, and is perfect for renting. Although unfortunately for some reason their owners did not allow us to jump him once again. They allowed me to go over some raised poles just to see what he was like over some poles, but that's all that they allowed me to do on him other than walk, trot and canter. We might just have to come back and try him again. However, one thing I must say is his extensions are absolutely beautiful. We started off with an extended trot and then moved into a collected canter and then went into extended canter. Here are the last attempts of the raised poles. Overall, although he's a lovely pony, he's just not right, as the owners unfortunately didn't let us jump him. Sure, he would make a great dressage horse, but right now I'm not into dressage, and I may eventually start doing it, but right now is not the time. Guys, so after some long thinking and really hard businesses and everything, we decided on an option, but our option may surprise you. As you might think, it would be pretty easy for us to do, as there was one main horse that I was interested in. However, I did come home with two horses, and I'm sure you can guess who they are. Our first one has arrived today, and the second one will be moving in shortly afterwards. Are we ready to see which horse came first? Here, welcome home, Coco.